Hey friends, today the question is, what is it that I actually do as a somatic coach, coaching, strength training, and functional training? The classics, deadlift, bench press, squats, all of that. What is it that a somatic perspective can bring to the table? And one of the key ingredients to me that I'm also conveying to my clients is that in somatics, soma being the person in their wholeness, with the body at the center, with all of the stories that have shaped us, our feelings, emotions, sensations, all of that. So from a somatic perspective, everything starts and ends with our physical center, the center of gravity, which when we are in a neutral standing position is right like here, when you put your thumb in your navel or on your navel and then let the hand fall down under it, that's exactly your center of gravity when you're standing in a neutral position. And as a somatic coach, I look at how people are connected to their center, meaning how is their energy moving through their body? And energy is not something woo-woo or weird or even unmeasurable, even though I don't really measure it with any instruments, just with my seeing. How the energy moves, I can see it in where muscle constrictions are, and also constrictions in the tissue. It's how a person holds themselves, how they, especially when they're moving, you can see quite clearly with a little bit of practice where energy gets stuck, where it cannot move freely, and that leads to all sorts of things. In training, it leads to inefficient movement patterns, it can lead to injury, it can lead to the lack of activating everything that there might be to activate in order to most efficiently and powerfully execute a movement. And that translates also, of course, in all other areas of life, because we take our bodies with us wherever we go, and these patterns of energy that are expressed in our bodies express themselves in pretty much everything we do, because there is nothing that we do that we can do without our bodies. That's just that. So what's the cue that I give people? It's to connect to their center by extending their energy in all four dimensions. That means getting their length, rooting down and up, get into their width, feeling the sides of their bodies and taking space across their bodies, and then also feeling into their depth, so extending energy to the back of the body and forwards. That's it in a nutshell. I'll do another piece on centering later. And the way I bring that into training is when I give a cue, for example, for the deadlift. There's so many fantastic tutorials out there on how to do a efficient and effective deadlift, so I skip that part and just go to the somatic bit here. I don't only give the regular cues of push the ground away and then stand up. The cue I give is think about your center, your core, as this tight ball of bright energy that's really collected there. And when you stand up, it expands all around you. So of course there's an emphasis to the extension of energy down, because you push away from the ground. So you extend energy down to do that, and up because you're also simultaneously rising up, so there is that axis. But we cannot forget that there is a side axis and there is a back and front axis. So instead of saying, and now shoot your hips more back and open your chest or chest up or whatever, I just say, think of this ball of energy, and as you stand up, it expands around you like this enveloping bubble of bright light, like breathing. And then it comes back to this condensed power in its condensed form at the reset, and then it expands again. And so this little cue can really help to activate everything there is to activate in that movement and have a much more balanced approach to the deadlift than thinking about individual muscles and individual positioning of different body parts in that exercise.